In the heart of the dense, dark Ashwood Forest lived two brothers, John and Ethan. Their parents had vanished mysteriously years ago, leaving them with a mansion that seemed to breathe with the forest itself. The house was a relic of a bygone era, its towering spires and Gothic arches a haunting silhouette against the moonlit sky. The older brother, Ethan, was cautious and protective, while John, with his adventurous spirit, often found curiosity getting the better of him. From the very first night at Ashwood House, an air of dread enveloped their lives. Strange noises echoed through the corridors, the creaking of doors, whispers that seemed to arise from the very walls, and footsteps that vanished into thin air. Flickering lights became a nightly occurrence, and each evening brought with it new shadows that seemed to move with a life of their own. The atmosphere inside the house grew heavier, more oppressive with each passing day. One stormy night, the power went out, plunging the house into complete darkness. Using flashlights, the brothers embarked on a mission to uncover the source of the disturbances. As they navigated the labyrinthine hallways, their breath visible in the cold, damp air, John's flashlight caught a glimpse of a figure at the end of the hallway. Pale and indistinct, it seemed to float before vanishing into the shadows. There was no mistaking the terror in John's eyes, mirrored by Ethan's growing fear. Determined to get to the bottom of the mysteries, they stumbled upon an old, forgotten part of the house, a hidden room behind a bookshelf in the study. Inside the dust-laden room, they found old journals and photographs detailing their family's history, none of which they had seen before. Their father wrote of arcane rituals and an ancient curse tied to the land and house. The journal entries became increasingly frantic, describing encounters with shadowy figures and an insidious darkness that sought to consume their family. As John and Ethan delved deeper, they accidentally disturbed a hidden trapdoor that led to an underground chamber. Holding their breath, they descended wooden steps that creaked under their weight. The chamber was a vault of mementos and relics, with inscriptions that hinted at dark magic and sacrifices. The climax of their discoveries came when they found an eerie altar at the center of the chamber. Suddenly, the shadows around them coalesced into tangible forms, spectres with hollow eyes and haunting wails. Ethan and John fought back their crippling fear, reaching for one another's hands. In that moment of sheer terror, they realized that their bond held the power to push back the darkness. Reciting an incantation they found in one of the journals, they focused their energies, creating an aura of light that gradually dispelled the specters. Exhausted but relieved, they emerged from the chamber with a newfound understanding. The house had been a vessel for an ancient evil, one their family had been fighting for generations. Though many mysteries remained, the bond between the brothers had grown stronger. They resolved to stay in Ashwood House, protecting it from the shadows, ensuring that the dark forces would never claim another soul. As dawn broke over Ashwood Forest, the house stood silent once more, the oppressive dread lifting like a morning fog. But John and Ethan knew that vigilance was now their legacy. And so, under the pale morning light, Ashwood House awaited whatever unknown horrors the future might bring, with its new protectors ready to face the darkness.